Assalamualaikum and a very good day to you, sir.
Alright, Assalamualaikum and good morning to my friends. My name is Muhammad Zainuddin bin Narudin and my matrix number is 2024660422.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Nur Faizul bin Mansur.
Hello everyone, my name is Nur Syaifa Syaira binti Alzikar.
Hello, my name is Nur Shakila binti David.
I am Nur Fatin Nazira binti Azli alias Azli. So based on this case study, we will elaborate 4 questions. This video presents a case study involving Normala, a production operator working in an electronics manufacturing company located in Surabaya, Negeri Sembilan. Normala is a female employee who was approaching her expected date of confinement. As her pregnancy progressed, she began to experience health complications that affected her ability to work. 10 days before her expected delivery date, Normala felt unwell and sought medical attention. Based on her condition, the doctor advised her to take complete bed rest for 3 days. Following medical advice, Normala informed her supervisor, Mr. Bala, that she wished to commence her maternity leave 1 week earlier than scheduled. However, the company showed dissatisfaction with Normala's request as management concerned about meeting production's target and workforce. After giving birth, Normala continued to face health issues. She was later diagnosed with postpartum physitis, a serious mental health condition requiring further medical treatment. Despite exhausting her maternity leave entitlement, Normala was still medically unfit to return to work. Due to her prolonged absence, the company eventually decided to terminate Normala's employment, citing operational and productivity concerns. This case highlights the challenges faced by working mothers, particularly regarding maternity protections, employee welfare, and the employer responsibility to balance productivity with compassion and legal obligations. The Employment Act 1955 provides comprehensive protections for employees in Malaysia, particularly female employees during the pregnancy, childbirth, and the postnatal period. Maternity protection is a crucial component of employment law as it safeguards the health, dignity, and job security of women workers while ensuring their fair treatment by employers. This case study examined the situations faced by Normala, who encountered health complications before and after childbirth and was subsequently dismissed from her employment. By referring to the relevant provisions of the Employment Act 1955 and applicable Social Security scheme, this analysis seeks to evaluate the legality of the employer action, the maternity rights accorded to the Normala, and the Social Security benefit available to her. This case highlights the balance between organizational demands and the statutory employer protection.
Alright, next I will answering for the question 1, which is the question is with the reference to the Employment Act 1955, identify the condition under which Normala is allowed to commence her maternity leave before her expected date of confinement. For the answer, under the Employment Act 1955, Normala is legally allowed to commence her maternity leave before her expected date of confinement under certain conditions. Section 37 of the Act provides that a female employee may choose to begin her maternity leave up to 30 days before the expected date of confinement, as long as she informed her employer. In Normala's case, she requested to start her maternity leave 1 week earlier, which falls well within the period allowed by law. In addition, the Act recognizes situation where a pregnant employee is certified by a registered medical practitioner as unfit for work due to pregnancy-related illness. Since Normala was advised by her doctor to have complete bed rest, this medical recommendation further supports her right to commence maternity leave earlier. Once the employee has given notice and medical justification is provided, the employer is legally required to allow the maternity leave to begin. The employer cannot refuse or delay maternity leave on the grounds of operational needs or production targets, as the law prioritizes the health and safety of the employee and her child. Furthermore, the commencing maternity leave earlier does not reduce the employee's entitlement to fulfill the maternity leave period provided under the Act. Therefore, based on the Employment Act 1955, Normala was entitled to start the maternity leave before her expected date of confinement, and her employee had no legal basis to deny her request. That's all. Thank you.
Next, I will explain the maternity protection given to women under the Employment Act 1955. First is maternity leave entitlement. In Malaysia, all female employees are entitled to 98 days of maternity leave for every confinement. The leave can begin up to 30 days before the expected delivery date or immediately after giving birth. This entitled now applies to every pregnancy, not just the first 5. Second is eligibility for maternity allowance. To receive paid maternity leave, Malaysian employees must fulfill 2 conditions. First is they must have worked for at least 90 days in the 9 months before delivery. Second is they must have been employed during the 4 months immediately before the confinement. If these conditions are met, the employees receive maternity allowance throughout all 98 days. The third one is payment of maternity allowance. Under Malaysian law, the maternity allowance must be paid at the employee's ordinary rate of pay, meaning her normal daily wages. This ensures Malaysian mothers receive steady financial support during their maternity period. The last one is protection against dismissal. The Employment Act also protects pregnant employees from being unfairly dismissed. For example, in Malaysia, employers cannot dismiss a woman because she is pregnant or dismiss her while she is on maternity leave. The only exception allowed under the law are when the employee commits serious misconduct, or she breaches the employment contract, also, or the company is closing down. Other than this, firing someone due to pregnancy is illegal in Malaysia. That's all. Next, I will pass to the next question.
Hello everyone, in this video I will discuss question 3 from case study 2 about Normala and whether her employer had the right to terminate her under the Employment Act 1955. So basically, Normala works as production operator. Before her delivery date, she felt unwell and her doctor advised her to rest. So she asked to start maternity leave 1 week earlier. After her 90 days of maternity leave, she was still sick The doctor diagnosed her with postmortem psychosis and gave her 1 month of medical leave. However, while she was still on medical leave, her employer sent her a termination letter. Because of this, Normala and her husband claimed unfair dismissal. Under the Employment Act 1955, there are important protections for pregnant employees. In Section 37 says that a female employee can start maternity leave up to 30 days before her expected delivery. So, Normala had the right to start her leave earlier. Second, in Section 41 Act says that an employer cannot dismiss a woman who is pregnant and suffering from an illness related to pregnancy unless she commits misconduct, willfully break her contract, or the business closes. So let us apply the law to the Normala situation. Normala had a valid medical certification for her absence. There was no misconduct, there was no business closure, her illness was related to childbirth. So, her termination is not justified under the Employment Act 1955. In conclusion, Normala's employer did not have the legal right to terminate her. She was protected under maternity leave and medical leave provisions. Therefore, the termination is unlawful and considered unfair dismissal.
Hello, I am Faizul. I will explain the answer question 4 based on our case study, Normala. There are several social security benefits for Normala, which is the first one, maternity leave protection, and the second one is employment insurance system, EIS, and the third one, medical benefits. So, move to the first point is maternity leave protection. Maternity leave is a period of paid leave granted to female employees before and after childbirth under Employment Act 1950 Section 37. A female employee is entitled to 19 consecutive days of maternity leave if she has worked for at least 19 days in the 9 months prior to confinement. During this period, she is entitled to full wages provided she meets the eligibility criteria. These benefits provide financial support to ensure mothers during their maternity leave. Move on the second point, which is the employment insurance system, EIS, managed by SOCSO, provides financial and job assistance to workers who are involuntarily unemployed. EIS offers several types of benefits to help individuals transition to new employment. And already to the last point, which is medical benefits. SOCSO provide access to medical treatment, including consultation, hospitalization, specialist treatment, medicine, and rehabilitation. Eligibility area must be under social coverage. Secondly, the condition must be certified by a registered panel doctor or government hospital. In normal case, he can receive psychiatric treatment, therapy, and rehabilitation, including community-based on central basket. That's all. Thank you.
In conclusion, Normala case highlight the importance of strict adherence of the Employment Act 1955 in protecting the rights of female employees during maternity and illness. The Act clearly outlines the conditions under which maternity leave may be commenced, guaranteed, and maternity protection, and restrict the employee from terminating employee on grounds related to the pregnancy or maternity-related illness. Based on the fact, the employee decisions to terminate Normala service raise a serious concerns regarding unfair dismissal and non-compliance with statutory obligation. Furthermore, Normala may be entitled to the Social Security benefit to support her during the recovery period. This case underscores the need for employees to prioritize employee welfare alongside business objectives and reinforces of the role labor law in promoting fairness, social justice, and workplace security. Thank you.